Get ready with me while we do Tirzepatide weigh-in. If we don't know each other, hi beautiful friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have lost over 113 pounds on my GLP-1 weight loss journey. I started off taking Mounjaro, switched over, it was compound or Zepbound, and then now I'm back on the compound, which is GLP-1 plus GIP. It's the Tirzepatide compound. It's the same thing as Zepbound and Mounjaro, but I do have other additives in my compound. I am with Join Fridays as I have been for the last, 2+ years, more than 2 years. With brand name, you can't be a new patient with them, but you can switch over from brand name to compound. Use the discount code QUEEN, QUEEN, if you're a new patient. I'll link that down in the description link below. And on today's episode, let's do a get ready with me while we talk about my weigh-in this week. Now, the last weigh-in I did, I was in tears, honey. She was in tears. By the way, all the products I'm using, I will make sure I link down in the description link below on my Amazon shopping list or the YouTube sticker shopping. It's not Amazon, it's different shops. Or if you want the Amazon one, it's in the description link. We're gonna go through and I'm gonna talk about the victories because there's a lot. And I wanna use it not to brag or boast. I want to use it for you, for motivation this week, for you to crush your weigh-in this week. I'm sitting where Wilma sits and all these dog hairs I just realized are getting on my face as I'm putting all these lotions on. Using the Fenty Foundation, obsessed with this, by the way, for mature skin. I'm over in my 40s. This is awesome. I'm at, 170 is my color. Okay, so I didn't lose weight this week. However, let's go into some fabulousness because it is really fabulous and I'm very excited about it. I did not lose weight. However, my stats on my Hume scale, which I am testing the Hume scale for you guys, the Fitbit scale, and then also the Renpho scale with it as well. I'm gonna do a whole separate video of what's the best? Because they're the best for different things. That's way too much foundation. Why did I just do that? What am I, Meredith Daxberry here? I do not need them. It's way too much foundation, oh my goodness. I cannot control the scale, but I can control my output to the results for the scale. And so for us, we went to Disney. I ate a lot of food at Disney. I definitely wasn't in a calorie deficit, but I intentionally tried for lunch to have a salad plus protein. We ate a lot of sweets while we were there. That was awesome because we were there for the Very Merry Mickey Christmas, went to Epcot, went to Hollywood Studios. I indulged in all the things like funnel cake, but for example, I got a funnel cake. I had a fourth of it, maybe. It just was not that heavy on my radar. I wanted to eat all the foods, don't get it twisted. I wanted to eat all the foods, but I didn't overeat. I allowed myself to indulge, and that was awesome for me, by the way. One of the best vacations in terms of eating yet. Super excited about that. We also walked a ton, a ton. The calories I was burning was over 3,000 calories for the day. So I knew I wasn't gonna be in a calorie deficit necessarily, but I wasn't tracking my calories because I wanted a mental reprieve. I wanted a mental reprieve. I did not want to have to track my calories on vacation. For me, that just was not the vibe. And I'm so glad I didn't. It was so much fun to be able to eat all of these foods and do all these things. But here's the cool part. With walking so much, my numbers are so good. I've got so much good news. I'm so excited because going from tears basically on my last weigh-in to now, it's a big difference. I'm gonna let that set. I did use the Tarte Shape Tape. If you don't like Tarte Shape Tape, then you've got the wrong formula. There's formulas for mature skin. There's formulas for not mature skin. I use the mature formula skin one. I'm gonna use my new Fenty Holiday Pack. This is the one that I was talking about before for loose skin. I love these. Nothing's gonna get rid of loose skin except for a plastic surgeon, which I've got an update on that too. A crazy update. This is loose and I like a thicker cream for my loose skin cream. So I'm gonna use this out. I'm not gonna probably reorder it again. I like it, but that's the flavor I like is that color. But I'm gonna use one of these, either, they're the whipped ones, the warm cinnamon shimmering or naughty nutmeg. If it's shimmering though, I don't want sparkles. We can't have sparkles today. That's the cinnamon one. I don't know if it has sparkles or not. She's not in a sparkle mood. So with my Hume scale, it said my percentage body fat is really far down and I'm very excited about that. I ended up using the Naughty Nutmeg from Fenty. That's the one that I used. My lean muscle mass, meaning my muscle, has gone up. So the things you're like, what are you tracking? Lean muscle mass, That's telling me like from my weight training, because I'm back to weight training. I've only done it once, but I'm so happy I did it. My schedule has been cuckoo bananas. I said this in my last video. I've been on medication now for almost 3 years. If you're new to this whole thing, almost 3 years, and in January it'll be 3 years. And so for me right now, the season that I'm in is I very much want to build more muscle because of the muscle mass loss in my stomach and on my thighs. It's like focaccia bread dough. And so I really, really want to work on building muscle underneath that loose skin, particularly with loose skin surgery. I don't want to have my loose skin gone and then have it be like not muscular, you know? So I am very much working on that. And so I was so happy to see that my numbers went up for my muscle, that I actually am growing my muscle as a result of, I only weight trained once in October. And that was one of the reasons why I was crying. But today, I'm like so happy. I'm so happy. The best things I've done on my weight loss is taking LMNT electrolytes. I've taken them since the beginning of my journey, almost 3 years ago. I'm obsessed with this pineapple salt sparkling electrolyte. I love sparkling water in general. This is absolutely amazing. It has sodium, potassium, magnesium. LMNT has been very gracious to the Countess of shopping community because I love LMNT. They've given us free sticks with any stick purchase on their website. Go to drinklmnt.com /queen, QUEEN, and get your free sticks with any stick purchase. I am obsessed with these, and it helped me so much with my side effects. And now I don't have really side effects. I didn't have any side effects this week in my weigh-in, but I do love drinking these before and after my workouts. I typically, for the stick, have about a third of it. The Count has been using it. He absolutely loves them. The Duke uses it, my 10-year-old, before his soccer games because he gets severe leg cramps. It completely eliminates for our son his leg cramps by taking it. We are big proponents of LMNT. It does taste salty, so customize it for whatever salt flavor you want with yours. Go to drinklmnt.com /queen, QUEE. Today, I'm in my busy season. I have a ton of work to do, as you probably do too. A lot of you are in your like peak work seasons. I'm gonna try the Laura Geller palette today. But I'm gonna work today hardcore sprint for 3 hours. Bust out as much work as I possibly can, and then I'm stopping at 11:30, and I'm gonna go lift from 11:30 to 12:30 because I do a full body lifting 3 days a week is the goal. And so in that, it takes me about an hour to do a full body lift for upper and lower body. I use Muscle Wiki because it's free and it gives me my workouts for my, and I use dumbbells. But if you don't have dumbbells or things like that, you can put in if it's just body weight, if it's you're at a gym, like there's all these different ways in Muscle Wiki that you can put in for your lifting workouts totally for free. So I'm gonna do my lifting today from 11:30 to 12:30, eat lunch, and then go back to work at like 1:45, and then work for a little bit, and then my kid comes home. And then we are going to a rock concert, a Christian rock concert. I always feel like I have to give the caveat, like not mean Christian, nice Christian rock concert. I'm gonna come in with this one because I want a little bit of sparkle with it. Not sparkle, but shimmer. So I gotta get a work done. I'm gonna work really hard for 3 hours, and then that way I'm gonna get my lifting in. That was the hinge pin on October, that in November, which is the month that I'm filming this, that I really want to do. So I really wanna focus in on having a busy schedule, but not letting my workouts slip. And I think it's just a matter of planning a little bit better. And so I'm very pumped about that, to get my workout done today. I'm pumped about that and get my work done. I know that once I get my work done by working hard, that I can just lean into that, get my workout in, come back to work, and then go play. It's Friday, as I'm filming this on a Friday. So I'm really, really excited about, I don't know if I like that color. I'm really excited about that workout plan, and I'm seeing that my stuff went up in terms of my scale is really, really like super, super exciting for me. Now for the lean mask, for example, so let's go to data, because I think data doesn't lie, data's not emotional. My data said that I was up, if I go back to the beginning of July to now, which is around like beginning of November, in between beginning and mid of November, it was up by 3 pounds for lean muscle mass. To me, I interpret that as I gained 3 pounds of muscle. And so I really want to share that with you. If you're not using a scale, which is why I'm testing, and I'll link them down in the description link below, the Fitbit one, the Hume one where you hold the handles, or the Renpho comparable where you hold the handles, because it's doing like the full body. And you can do the Renpho, the one with the feet too. But having that lean muscle mass on there and percentage body fat, super, super helpful. Super helpful to be able to see that and go back. I really, really recommend that. If you don't have that, if you're just going based off the scale, that going up by 3 pounds for my lean muscle mass would be like, oh my gosh, I would be so upset of like, I gained 3 pounds. No, there's body recomposition going on, which is why having accurate data for you. I'm gonna try some of the sparkle. No, I'm not. I'm not feeling that adventurous. I don't want sparkle today. Why having accurate data is super important for your, for me, I'll use my I statements, for me, for my weigh-in, because that would have been very upsetting to be like, oh my gosh, I gained 3 pounds over, this is from, what did I say, beginning of July to now. That, like, what? What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. You're actually gaining muscle. And so keeping that in mind on your lifting journey as we go through, I need to not make that face. Looks like I was doing something yucky. As we're going through gaining that muscle, keeping that in mind, like if you are lifting and you're not tracking these other numbers, you're doing, in my humble opinion, you're doing yourself a disservice because it's skewing the data for you and it's not an accurate representation. And how frustrating is that, not having an accurate representation for your data of like, if it's just the scale number, and also using your smart tape too, because you can see within inches that it's getting smaller. I'm wearing a compression shirt today. My husband's like, I love your season of compression shirts. I'm like, I know. My nose is dripping. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. So number one, having accurate data to work from. Number two, planning it out, changing my schedule today to make sure I get my lifting in. Do you know the mental freeness that I feel by knowing that I'm going to be able to do what I want to do for my goals? So much better. I feel so excited about today. Try it. Look through your schedule, go through your planner, put out when you're going to do your workouts. How can you make it work for you, right? I work at home, and so that may not be realistic for you to do what I'm trying to do, but I want you to figure out just today. Don't even go for the whole week. Just for today, what can you do with your schedule to get your workout in? And if you are brand new or you are not in the season of wanting to lift or work out, then don't. For me, I didn't start focusing on lifting until well after the first year, and literally it was just walking my dog. And if that is all that you can do, good for you. I was not able to process more than that at the beginning. So if that is you, don't fret, my pet. Like, do the best that you can. This has been going on in January. It'll be almost 3 years. I'm filming this in November. So it's taken an evolution to get to this point. I noticed, by the way, when I turn this way, like my double chin down here, see, even that's gotten more snatched. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. No, I'm just kidding. So figuring out our schedule and then also having more accurate data. The scale alone is going to, excuse my life, the scale alone is going to screw you. And you, bestie, deserve to have the best. You deserve to have accurate information that's not making the mental squirrel cage go because it's not accurate. If you're just telling you, oh, you've gained weight, that's not actually true. Like, that's not true. And that's hindering, excuse me, your weight loss. And that's not fair for you. Okay. I didn't realize that I had all this stuff in my hair. Oh my gosh, I turned on the light. Yikes, yowzers, and kazoos. That is there's like dandruff and stuff. We're just keeping it real today, okay? On this weigh-in, we're keeping it real on this weigh-in today. Always do our blush. We've learned for mature skin up here, not down here, up in here. Makeup artist told me this, and I thought it really does make a big difference of how it looks. The last time though, I did a little bit too much. I got too blush blindness, and today I may have it. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like Miss Picky with my blush. I'm like, so the other thing that worked well, so I talked about my lean muscle mass and my fat, my body fat percentage. Also super curious about those numbers. That for me has been very, very helpful information, that I'm trying to figure out, because I can easily track that. And it's also related to my weight training with it too. And so I want to encourage you with that. If you feel like, by the way, I'm getting the new Shark hair tool. I ordered it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm like, is it coming today? It's not coming today. But the new like hair tool ones that you've seen all over with like, I ordered it and I was like, I think our biggest thing in terms of weight loss for me, the other thing is we have currently right now, and by the time you see this video, it may be over or it may not be. It was the water challenge in my free encouragement group. If you're not in my free encouragement group or you've not checked into the free encouragement group today for accountability, go do that. It's countessofshopping.com/group. It's linked down in the description link below also. It is free. My husband and I pay $1,000 this year. Next year we'll probably pay $5,000. It will be $5,000. And we pay that for you guys because we love you guys so super much. We love you guys so super much. So absolutely use that as a resource. The water challenge in the group has been super, super motivational for me because a couple things changed. Number 3, in terms of this week's weigh-in, is my amazing husband realized, he didn't realize, he knows how busy I've been for work, which I've said this before, it's a season. This will pass. It happens every year for my job. December 20th in the evening, I'll be off. Like that's when my busy season officially ends. It goes from like September, it's a sprint until December. And by going to Disney, that was an intentional choice to work really hard before we went to Disney so I could take off while we were at Disney, and now working really hard now that we're back home. And so with that, knowing like it's a lot of work and it's very stressful, and so just it's a season, but it will end. So with that, me focusing in on this water challenge of I need to be nourishing my body on this weight loss journey. And right now it's really not weight loss, it's maintenance. By the way, I'm going to normally love to use Tarte mascara. In fact, it's one of my favorites, but I ran out and I need to order more. And so I'm using Dior's. And I quite frankly don't like Dior's mascara as much as I liked the Tarte mascara. Sidebar. So the water challenge, I'm really excited about that because what I had and what changed this week, which I had been doing before, but really the count has held me so accountable, is in the morning, afternoon, is having a protein shake. I really love Clean Simple Eats protein shake, and I'll link everything on today's video down in the description link below. I really like Clean Simple Eats protein shake, and then I also had a bowl of oatmeal, and with it, pomegranate seeds to get that fiber. The oatmeal, he had been making it for me with milk, and I was like, I don't want to waste my calories on the milk. And so it's just water now. I may go back to that of having milk in it because of the calcium in it, just again to make sure I'm watching out for my bones, which is why muscle mass loss matters so much in our weight loss journey. If people lose muscle mass loss, not because of GLP-1, if you're on Tirzepatide or Mounjaro or ZEPBOUND or WEGOVY, it's not because of GLP-1s, it's because in general just of weight loss. Bariatric patients have those. If you're on Weight Watchers and lost weight that way, or keto, people who lose weight tend to lose muscle mass loss, right? It just makes sense. The math is mathing and it makes sense as to why. The problem with that though is I'm trying to figure out how to get a little bit more calcium in with my meals. So that oatmeal is keeping me super full. It has fiber in it. It tastes delicious. I can put the fruit in it, or the Count puts the fruit in it. He's so sweet, he brings it to me. And so that way I have my protein shake. I can just stay working hardcore while I have to do all these tasks. And then I'm getting the protein in with the protein shake. I'm getting the fiber in with the oatmeal, and the oats are super filling. He adds into it for me because I want pecans and chia seeds. Yeah, it's not that many calories either. It's so filling, and that has been holding me until dinner time. And so for dinner, for example, we had these lean tacos. It was 99% lean taco meat. We ate those for 2 days, y'all. It was delicious. 99% lean taco, ground chicken, beans, cilantro rice. This was all from Costco except for the meat. The meat, you can't get 99% lean at my Costco. Lettuce, salsa, what else we put in there? Kerrygold cheese that I hand shredded, some sour cream. Y'all, it was so good and not that many calories. And I even had the hard, crunchy tortillas with them. Sometimes I use the Mission tortilla, usually I use the Mission tortilla wraps with them, but I wanted crunchy tacos one of the times I ate. It was so good and so filling. That was a hinge-pin because I was getting my protein in and I didn't feel deprived. It was really, really good. So next week we're doing that. I was like, we're doing tacos again. We are doing Taco Tuesday again. Maybe not on Tuesday, but we are doing Taco Tuesday again because I felt so full. It was easy for leftovers. My kid liked it, and it's super healthy and not that many calories, but high in protein because of that high protein focus. High protein focus, high fiber focus has been my main focus. I just get that all over my eye. Is it? Tell me, besties, did I get that all over my eye? And I'm just having eye blindness. Clearly just jabbed my eye in. Okay, let's move along to the next topic, plastic surgeon. So for my loose skin surgery, many of you have been asking, I don't see the surgeon until July, which was like a year out. And then from that, it's typically 6 months to schedule surgery from that. So I was looking at 18 months when I started this process of looking for a loose skin surgeon. I am going to go see Dr. Joseph Michaels. I'm not sponsored by him. I wish I was. I'm going to go see him at PCOS Sam. Do you guys follow her at all? She went there. It's in Northern Virginia. He's in Fairfax and in Maryland too. And so I'm very excited to go see him because she raved about him. If you haven't seen my plastic surgery video of how to pick a plastic surgeon for loose skin, you should, because it's not, ladies who lunch go to one type of plastic surgeon. Us for loose skin surgery need to go to a different plastic surgeon. It is a different type of plastic surgeon. Also, a face plastic surgeon is a different one than someone who focuses on bodies, particularly weight loss bodies. Finding somebody who does weight loss people, that was like the key. I think I did get that all underneath my eyes. What is she doing here? Let's fix that a little bit. And so learning those differences and the different nuances between different plastic surgeons, super, super helpful. Super, super helpful. Of like, don't go to the wrong one. Don't go to a face one thinking that you're trying to get your loose skin removed, because that's not their jam, honey. That is not their jam. I'm gonna do a little bit of Laneige and then I'm gonna do my lips. But my lips are crusty, man. Oh my gosh, it's so dry here. And my nose is running again. Holy chips. Hold on, we're just needing a whole bunch of help today. So anyways, for my plastic surgeon, I wasn't supposed to see him until July. Well, I got bumped up. I'm going to use the Huda booty. I got bumped up. I'm going to see him in January. I don't know what to do. I'm like freaking out. My armpits are sweating. I cannot wait to see the plastic surgeon because y'all, I don't even know if I'm a candidate for it. This is the other thing. I have no idea if I'm a candidate for loose skin surgery, what the process is. Like, I have so many unanswered questions, hence the consultation. I paid in advance. I think it was like $200. And I was like, knowing that it was going to be a year before I met with the surgeon. Paid $200 in advance for this consultation. So I got bumped up. I am so excited to meet with the surgeon and to see him and to see if I'm a candidate, what the process is. I have 10 million questions. Feel free to leave your questions down in the comments too. If you have questions for plastic surgery. I'm like so excited about this whole process of knowing that my loose skin, like, it's embarrassing to me. And it's like one of the final pieces, I think, on my weight loss journey that I really, really want to focus in on mentally, that I know that will reflect the transformation that I've had on my GLP-1 weight loss journey. So knowing that that's on the date book, it's mid-January I go in. Knowing that that's on the date book, I'm really, really excited to eat clean during the holiday season. And I'm going to enjoy the holidays. Don't get it twisted. We definitely will be enjoying the holidays. But knowing in the back of my mind that that's coming, it's exciting. It's very exciting. Speaking of exciting, last time I tried to use the Dolly Parton lipstick, I didn't do it right. And I like squished it. So I'm hoping I do it right today to get you pull it out like that. Last time I squished the top. I'm so bummed about it. Where's my lip liner? I'm pumped about the plastic surgeon. The final thing that I'm really pumped for on my way in this week is my blood work. I went to the doctor. I've been very tired, and I thought that was because of perimenopause stuff. And don't you guys love this? Dolly Parton. You make me feel so pretty. Love you, Dolly. And then I'm going to use the Fenty Skin. I love Fenty. Their lip stuff is the most underrated stuff. Highly recommend. It's their lip oil. It is delicious. I went to the doctor and my blood panels just came back excellent. Everything was in where it was supposed to be, even my thyroid, which had been really low last time. And so I don't know why I'm so tired. Haven't figured out why I'm so tired for everything, but I am happy to know like my iron was good, my vitamin D, my like lipids, like the whole blood. She did a bunch of extra testing for me too, because I'm like, test it all. And it was all really good. So I'm like super, super, super excited about that. I was very concerned actually. I was like, ooh, best it's ever been. Best it's ever been. So not only did this week I didn't lose weight, but I gained muscle and my fat body percentage went down. That was like the big breakthrough. Finding out that I got bumped up on my plastic surgery date, our free group challenge for water, and then finding out my blood work. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that's amazing. That's exciting. I'm motivated by that. That makes me so happy to see that this is like working. Now, here's one of the things I saw earlier this week, and I need to verify it. It's from, I don't know if you guys follow Betsy Grunch. She's a back surgeon, brain surgeon, back surgeon. She's some sort of brilliant surgeon. She's also on GLP-1 medication, and she's lost a bunch of weight from taking it. She lifts a bunch. Super, super smart. She's a mom. So anyways, I follow her. And she was saying in one of her videos, which I need to get the article for, talking about people with back issues, how much GLP-1 medication, it can help for people even before weight loss occurs, regenerate stuff within your back. And so back patients, what a big deal this is. That they may not be necessarily like morbidly obese like I was, weighing over 300 pounds, but that it helps with the back. And so for people with, if you've got somebody in your life with back issues, I'm looking into that. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like the GLP-1s, it's not for weight loss necessarily. It happened before people's weight loss occurred. So you couldn't be like, oh, it's because of the weight loss is why their backs started to regenerate this tissue and was having less back pain as a result of taking GLP-1s. It was with the anti-inflammatory processes. Obviously, a ton of studies need to be done on this, and I need to fact check that. You guys know I demand and require that my stuff is factually accurate. So please forgive me. That was my source, was Betsy, Dr. Betsy Grunch, from a video I saw. So take that for what it's worth in terms of like holding myself accountable of like me giving accurate information. But y'all, I was so excited. I'm like, if you've got anybody in your life with back pain, knowing that it can help regenerate this tissue in back patients, that is really, really exciting. I'm using the T3 curling iron, obsessed. Obsessed. I don't know if I should make my hair straight today or if I should curl it. I'm not sure. Do I like that? I don't know. I can't tell. I kind of like it straight. I think I'm just gonna leave it straight. Just like gets a little bit of the frizz out. Now I've messed it up. Now we've messed it up. Anyways, I'm very excited to learn more information. Bottom line, I'm very excited to learn more information about this back study. What she was quoting, because she's obviously scientifically accurate. She's a doctor, but not all doctors are scientifically accurate, but she is. She demands and requires that. So I'm pumped to learn a little bit more information about this back thing too. But it's been an awesome week. I think lifting 2 days ago, the fact that I'm going to lift today, like I'm in the process. Are you in the process for whatever process that is for you on your weight loss journey? That's my biggest question for you. And one of my biggest takeaways for you is, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? And me being in my busy season, the best that I could do some of those days was focusing on water, or focusing on, if you're staying in a calorie deficit for weight loss, or focusing in on, you know what I mean? Like protein, or just focusing in on getting good night's rest, focusing on taking my elemental electrolytes. Like some days, those are just the victories. It's not that I lifted, and it's not that I did all of these things. It's simply just doing the next loving choice on my weight loss journey. And so I want to offer that to you. If you're in a crazy season, it's okay. I know for me, this isn't permanent. If this was permanent, that would be a different story, and I would be setting up different systems for myself than what I'm doing right now. I know this is all going to end, and that there is like a light at the end of the tunnel for me working so hard for myself and my family. Like, hello, the count is working so hard. My son, same, and which is why we wanted to go on an amazing vacation too in the midst of all this craziness. And so I want to encourage you, what systems are you setting up for yourself to help with your health journey, particularly if you're in a busy season, or if you know one is coming. If you know that your Februaries get really busy, for me, I know every year, the end of May into June is nuts. More so May, because of the end of school with my kid. And it happened to me when he was in kindergarten. I'm like, what is this? And now I've just learned the end of school is nuts. So having systems in place, for example, I will know, and I'll check in April of like, okay, what do I need to do to best set me up for my May and my June, because it's going to be nuts for a while. What does that look like, right? And so I really want to encourage you, what does it look like for you with your systems? Are they best serving you? And if they're not, change them. You're not a tree, you can move, okay? So change your systems if they're not best serving you to help you, which, hello, I do pretty much once a week. Sometimes it's every other week, but Costco delivery hauls. And yes, it has processed food in it, but it also has a lot of really good high protein stuff. It's high protein, high fiber. If you need grocery ideas, go watch. There's a ton of them. And they change every week. It's not the same thing over and over. For me, that helps cut down on like DoorDash costs on days that I don't have to cook. We literally had last night pot pies, and pot pies are a higher calorie thing. They do have some protein in them. But we had pot pies with Caesar salad last night. Y'all, those pot pies, because I get them on sale on Instacart, I was so excited. Like each pot pie was like $1. And again, granted, it was 600 calories for the pot pie, but I'm sharing this for the lesson, not necessarily like the calorie range, but take the lesson from it. We had the pot pies. I had one of them. My husband had two. So it was like, what, $2, and then Caesar salad. It was like $5 for that meal. Whereas if we had DoorDash that as a family, it would be like $100. And so that meal was like, what was the total? Like $15 total for a family of 3. So I really want to encourage you, like, change up your systems. Like I found we were door dashing way too much because we were so busy, and I was like, I will just buy this processed food from Costco. And I'm also okay with that. Some people aren't okay with that. Then you make your stuff from scratch. That is not my season right now, and that's not my gifting, and I'm totally okay with that. And so whatever your season is right now in your gifting, if you want to make all your foods from scratch or whatever. But for me, like, we went to the local apple orchard, got more apples. That's all set up. We twice a week order our fresh fruits and vegetables. So we always have fresh fruits and vegetables, so it's not yucky. If you find that things are yucky, switch it, change it up, get some frozen things for you that are set up. I'm really excited with the changing of the seasons, more frozen vegetables. We're gonna be making more like sheet pan green bean dishes, sheet pan broccoli dishes, like cheesy broccoli, balsamic vinegar broccoli. Like, start testing out different recipes, and you can find those on Pinterest too. I don't know if I like this hair or not. I feel like it might be like early 2000 flat iron, and I'm not down for that, but I didn't want it to be all frizzy. Maybe I'll just give it a little curl. I'm not digging this hairstyle today. I feel like that's early 2000s. Maybe I should have curled it. I don't know. Good is good enough. We got to get on with the show. We got to get to work. I got 10 million things to do today, and I got a lift at 11:30. The alarm is starting. I have literally an hour and 15 minutes to get a ton of work done and get my lifting session in. I'm so excited. But what I really want to tell you, where is your bottleneck? Where are you having problems? Come up with solutions. If you saw my last video, I was crying, I was in tears. Coming up with solutions. Also, taking a break was good for me mentally. I needed to have a good vacation. And so if you find that you are stressed out, and maybe you can't go to Disney for the week, I'm not saying that, but even if it's just a day to chill, that was mentally very good for me. Now going to Disney is not relaxing at all. I need a vacation from the vacation. It was not relaxing at all, but it was fun with the family memories, and I'm really glad I did it for that standpoint. Like, just being with my family was the cool part. So I really want to encourage you, if you are feeling burnt out, switch it, rest, give your body the ability to rest, and then come back and hit it hard. I feel like I can hit it hard now because I rested, and I wasn't. I was go, 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 go. And sometimes that's just the way life is. So I'm ready to hit this next couple of weeks hard for my job, and then knowing that there's an end in sight, and I cannot wait from like December 19th evening all the way until after Christmas. Like, I'm going to take it down a notch, and I'm really excited to do that so I can come back and hit it really hard. In the free encouragement group today, make sure you go ahead and check in if you haven't done so. And that challenge, there'll be another challenge. If you missed the water challenge, this is why you should be logging in every day for the group. Like, there's always new stuff going in to motivate you. If you need to give encouragement or get encouragement, there's both, give, get. And then also, of course, make sure you get your free sticks, your free element sticks with any purchase down on the link below, drinkelement.com/queen, QUEEN. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Our emoji of the day today is going to be a hairbrush. This hairbrush is dirty. I need to go clean it. Sorry. We're doing a hairbrush. I do emojis of the day to get to know you better because I care. The pattern recognition of seeing your name over and over and over Helps me to know you, like legitimately. Who knew? But it really does work. It's also my bat signal to pray over you if you don't believe in prayer, uplift you in positive thought, as all are welcome at the Countess of Shopping table if you're nice. My sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious and I am cheering you on. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.